This is a big new Brzezinski. That guy. Yeah, we can get that clown. Let's wrap him up and make him have somebody write a book and say that he wrote the book. I don't know if he actually wrote the book. We don't think he wrote that book. The audacity of hope. The guy they just took a nigga from nowhere. Nobody knew this nigga back in 2003, 2004. All of a sudden, this guy became a senator, then went from being a junior senator to the president of the United States. And now you see the true colors of this clown, man.
Okay, to summarize now, we mentioned the Sabians. The elder read the scripture. Who were the Sabians? They were Hamites. What did they worship? They worshiped the moon god. And that's the same god that Muhammad picked to back his religion, according to this reference material we're reading here. Now, if you go to this webpage, Islam, Truth or Myth, it tells you the name of the moon god, which the name was the Hubble, or the name was Hubble, which that's where you get the Hubble telescope from, which shows you that Esau, just like the Hamites, just like the Ishmaelites, all worship the moon god. All right? Now, and by the way, the moon god, the symbol was a statue with a crescent moon on his chest. Now, I'll read on dealing with Muhammad. In the Vatican briefing, Cardinal B told us the story. Now, this is Albert Rivera recanting the story or the creation of Muhammad and this religion. A wealthy Arabian lady who was a faithful follower of the Pope played a tremendous part in this drama. She was a widow named Khadijah. Now, Khadijah was an Israelite, all right? She was she was supposedly a Roman Catholic nun, but she was an Israelite. Her job was to find a brilliant young man who could be used, her job, given to her by who? The Black Popes of Rome. Her job was to find a brilliant young man who could be used by the Vatican to create a new religion and become the Messiah for the children of Ishmael. She soon found young Muhammad and they were married. See, that was an assignment given to this Hebrew Israelite woman by the Black Popes of Rome. She had given her wealth to the Mother Church and retired to a convent. While there, she was given a strange assignment, this is Khadijah, and sent back into the world. Khadijah had a cousin named Waraka, who, like herself, was a very faithful Roman Catholic. He had tremendous influence on Muhammad.
Oh, let me say something about these nuns in the convent, right? They're the biggest freaks out there, all right? They're the biggest freaks out there. They can teach prostitutes and X-rated movie stars. They can teach them porn films. They can teach them a whole lot of new stuff. And what they do in the church, they become virgins for Christ, so to speak. But if the head priest or the Pope has them for a special mission, they'll say, well, go, I want you to get with this guy, have sex with him, snort cocaine. They'll do it. They'll do it, man. You watch a woman that's about to be a nun. That's a freaky bitch right there, all right? They're heavy in the lesbianism, okay? Now you bring me to fucking court, and we got the documents on it, man. We got the solicitous, I can't even say it. Solicitasonum. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but basically, those homosexual acts that the priest was popping the little altar boys, they all knew about it, but they had their meeting saying keep it hush hush. So you got these popes acting like they didn't know what the hell was going on. That's all bullshit, man. That's why it's so cremen solicitationis. All right. Look that word up. You don't have to look it up, but look it up yourself. We might do a show on it. But they knew about it, all right? That's why there's so many people leaving the Roman Catholic Church, all right?
And then those confession booths, that's where they solicit these little young boys from, all right? Them confession booths. Now, the book, The Two Babylons by Alexander Hislop, as Elder Tara was speaking about earlier about them nuns, he goes into that whole history about how them nuns are nothing but a bunch of freaks, and how sometimes the priests will lay down with them, and sometimes they'll have children, and I believe they said they sacrificed those children.
Yep. Well, that wouldn't surprise me.
And Khadijah, who married Muhammad, was one of them. All right. Khadijah had a cousin named Waraka, who, like herself, was a very faithful Roman Catholic. He had tremendous influence on Muhammad. So here you have this next character, Waraka, which was instrumental in shaping this guy Muhammad. All right. The Vatican had placed him in a critical spot as Muhammad's advisor. So who was building this cult of personality in Muhammad? The Vatican. Who was the Vatican controlled by at that time? Jews. Who were those Jews? So-called Negroes, black men. All right. Rome had found their man, and money was no object. Teachers, wait a minute. If Muhammad is the great prophet of Allah, how come Allah couldn't give him the money? It had to be the Allah was broke. It had to be the Roman Catholic Church.
Allah couldn't rub two pennies together. The hell Allah was going to do?
That's right, brother. See, that's right. That's why, like we tell you, you got to do your research. All right. Rome had found their man, and money was no object. Teachers were sent to young Muhammad, and he underwent intensive training. What does that mean? Building that cult of personality. Intensive like Obama. Obama received intensive training from who? Zbigniew Brzezinski. The way Obama talks, he looks like an animated puppet. He'll turn to the left, turn to the right, look forward, turn to the left, turn to the right. Who taught him that?
They had him watch a lot of speeches of Martin Lucifer Kuhn and other so-called great speeches, and he would mimic them speeches, you know. And you can, when you watch him speak, you can see he's acting, you know.
Yeah, he looks like an animated puppet. All right. Reading on, it says Rome had found a man, and money was no object. Teachers were sent to young. Notice it says money was no object because they had to build this guy up, just like Obama. Money was no object. All right, they had the money. These international bankers, they create money out of thin air. So money is no object for them. All right. Teachers were sent to young Muhammad, and he underwent intensive training. Muhammad devoured the works of St. Augustine. Just like we told you at the top, that St. Augustine wrote 2 books, Confessions and the City of God. Those 2 books were used to create this guy, Muhammad. All right? Muhammad devoured the works of St. Augustine, which, what does the word Augustine mean? Augur, from the Latin augur, which means witchcraft. Under Waraka's teaching, and became a devotee of his works. This was preparing him for his great calling. All right? Reading on, it says the satanic, well, let me start over here. Under orders from the Vatican, Roman Catholic Arabs across North Africa began spreading the story of a great one. And that was all part of that intensive training too, that finance to build this guy Muhammad up. Reading on, it says, who was about to rise up among the people and be the chosen one of their God. While Muhammad was being groomed, this is Albert Rivera saying this, while Muhammad was being groomed, he was told that his enemies were the Jews. He was also told that the Roman Catholics were the only true Christians, and that the others calling themselves Christians were actually wicked impostors and children of the devil who should be destroyed. I mean, that's pretty much it for
Okay,
you know.
you got the part with the 360 guys that they.
I'll hand you the mic back.
Yeah, you got the part with the 360 guards that they took one. I heard that, and then you covered Barak, the Pegasus, and Raraka, which was his cousin, and Khadijah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have anything else on the tabs up there? Because we're getting ready to close up.
Now I got some web pages. The first one is this is from Aspiring Ministries, Awakening to the Light of Scripture. I'll just get right to the point. The Roman Catholic Church preaches a different gospel, no gospel at all. in his recent book, Finding Our Way Again, emergence guru Brian McLaren makes the following ridiculous statements, and nary an eyebrow is raised. Christianity, Islam, and Judaism have more in common than many people realize, because they all share a primal narrative and they all flow from a common sacred fountainhead, a single figure at once famous and mysterious